First question, Derek Van Diest. Derek, as soon as your microphone's active, you can go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, Zach, I just wanted to ask you about the scrimmage and the foundation for Kobe Cave, and I just want to get your thoughts on doing this for Kobe and being able to kind of salute Emily Cave as well before and after the scrimmage.
Yeah, that's the least we could do for Kobe and Kobe's family, especially Emily. Words can't describe what that family has been through and what Emily has been through. So for us to have a game here, to pay our respects is the least we could do for Kobe. And obviously this foundation is going to continue on his legacy, and Emily's doing a great job of it so far. And obviously, once an Oiler, always an Oiler, and we're here to help any way we can going down the road.
Next question from Rob Titchkowski. Rob, as soon as your microphone is open, go ahead.
Hi, Zach. I think a lot of people were wondering if this day would ever come where the bubble thing would actually be a reality and you guys would be heading inside. I'm just wondering if you could maybe comment on all the planning and the effort it took to get to this point, and what's going through your head as you prepare to lock yourself away for what you hope is a couple of months.
Yeah, it's I'd be lying to you if I didn't think there's a small percentage of this actually working out. So I'm very happy, very grateful that it did. Obviously, this doesn't happen without the work from the NHL and the NHLPA working together with health officials and the Alberta health government, and obviously the two hub cities, Toronto and Edmonton, to get the ball rolling. Obviously, I don't have high expectations for the bubble. I've obviously never been in a bubble situation before. This is a new experience for all of us, but at the end of the day, we're here for one goal, one ultimate goal, and that's to win the Stanley Cup. So it's going to be tough, obviously, guys with kids and whatnot, but at the same time, you only have so many kicks at the cans of to winning the Stanley Cup. So hopefully we're in there for the 2 months, and hopefully we can come out champs. But obviously there's still a lot of work to be done. So speaking for the bubble, I'm going in not high expectations. Obviously, just going in there and playing hockey and treating it like a playoff series.
Next question, Mark Spector. Mark, as soon as your microphone's active, you can ask.
Yeah, Zach, you've been around this team for a while now. I'm looking at all the positions. All of a sudden it looks like you got 8 or 9 defensemen. You clearly have 2 goalies. You got depth at forward. This is a good team, but I want to say that I haven't seen this team so deep at all its positions in such a long time. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's a fair accusation. I think before the pause, we were a good hockey team. We were well on our way of making it to the playoffs, and that's not an easy thing to do in today's NHL with the parity we have. So obviously every team going into this, whether it's a play-in series or playoffs, I think everyone, it's a unique situation where everyone feels like they're starting from scratch and everyone has a chance. But as our team, I've been here for a while, like you mentioned, and we have a good, solid team, guys with roles, and that's where you need to move up the standings and ultimately win a Stanley Cup. You need guys playing different roles and playing them well. And this team is shaped out to have a good, solid base, and obviously have the 2 superstars. And yeah, we're really excited. Honestly, we're really happy, excited to get this thing underway August 1st. But yeah, we feel, and I'm sure a lot of teams feel, that we have a chance. So that's all you can ask for.
Next question, Jim Matheson. Jim, as soon as your microphone's active, you can ask your question. Go ahead.
A couple of things, Zach. What will you be taking into the hub that you can't do without for a couple of months? And the other question is, how difficult will it be when you see all these players around there just to totally ignore them because they're on another team? This is almost like an athlete's village at the Olympics where you're seeking to see all these athletes walking around.
Yeah, I'm not bringing too much. The only thing that really matters to me is my Nespresso machine. Bringing that in there. Other than that, some clothes, and that's about it. Nothing special. Like I said, I'm there to play hockey. Touching on all the players, six teams at the JW, and obviously 12 total in Edmonton. It's going to be weird, but obviously it is what it is. It's going to be like a World Junior, like you mentioned, Olympics kind of style, where there's going to be high traffic areas with a lot of players. Obviously, my style of game, you don't want to be mingling with too many guys. Obviously, I got a job to do, and once those playoffs start, it's game on. So I don't think I'll be doing too many mingling with other teams and whatnot.
Next question, Daniel Nugent-Bowman. Go ahead, Daniel.
Zach, Corey Crawford in Chicago missed the start of camp, but seems to be back now and will make the trip to Edmonton. What do you think about the possibility of now getting to face him if he does play, as opposed to their other goaltenders?
Yeah, well, he's a good goalie. He's won a cup. They've got a lot of older guys there that have won, so we're not taking them lightly. We're not looking past them. They're a good team, and like I said, everyone has a chance here. Teams get off to a good start. Teams get off to bad starts. We have to make sure that we're ready to play come August 1st. And obviously having their number one goalie go with them, they're gonna feel good about themselves. And obviously we just need to be ready, worry about us and what we have to do on a day-to-day basis to ultimately get into the playoffs. We gotta beat the Chicago Blackhawks, a good team.
Next question, Ryan Rashog. Ryan, as soon as your microphone's active, go ahead.
Yeah, hey, Zach, I just wanted to ask you about the exhibition game you have coming up against the Flames. Obviously, it's a pretty crazy, heated rivalry, yet this is an exhibition game. What do you think the tone will be of this game, to get yourselves prepared, considering the rivalry and the nastiness that you guys had going on during the year?
Yeah, well, it's a unique situation. It's not coming out of training camp where you have 5, 6, or 8 exhibition games to get yourself up and running. We have one game to get ourselves up and running. We have a small inter-squad game, so it's going to be an important game. It's going to be a high-intensity game, but at the same time, there's so much at stake for both teams going into the playoffs. Everyone's going to be smart. I don't think it's going to be like the last few games you saw. Obviously, two teams are focused on their round and their playing rounds, and that's going to be the main focus for us, I'm sure.
And I think one final question. It'll be Mark Spector. Mark, as soon as your microphone's active, you can go ahead. Go ahead.
That's what I wanted to ask you, Zach, too, is about that Calgary game. I get it. It's not a meaningful game, but we all know how you play, and I want to say to you, do you need to work on that edge the way Connor McDavid works on scoring goals? If Tkachuk's in your face, is it important for you to get in a little bit of, stuff like that's because that's what's going to happen with you in the playoffs. That's how you play. You got a nice edge, right? Do you need to practice that at all against Calgary?
No, I think that comes naturally for me. It's like Connor scoring goals, natural. I get that edge naturally out of competing in a game. Obviously, you got to ride the fine line. Obviously, it's like I said, it's an exhibition game. I'm focused on the Chicago Blackhawks and what we got to do to beat them. It's going to be a tune-up game. I'm using it as a tune-up game, but at the same time, we only have one of those games, so you got to be sharp. At the same time, you got to be smart. So I know our team's thinking that. Their team's probably thinking the same thing. Stanley Cup playoff isn't the time to get redemption, isn't the time to take stupid penalties, isn't the time to screw around. It's business, and we're looking forward to the opportunity to play in a good Chicago team. Hopefully get to move on.